So one of the myths about AI that as an industry that we need to retire is focusing on using AI as a single answer for everything. There's always that desire in people to have simplicity, and in Pricefx we absolutely believe in simplicity, but AI is not an easy button. It's not going to reduce or replace jobs. It's not going to take over all of your decisions. So when we think about AI, it's there to assist you and to augment and make your job better, easier, faster, more effective. It's going to help you find those opportunities that maybe took days to weeks, and it's something that you can find on a daily basis, assign out to your team, and then take actions very quickly. But we always want to consider taking a human in the loop kind of a process.
So integrating AI is, every company wants an AI. Everybody wants to know what kind of potential AI can bring in, the efficiency it will bring in. And at the same time, there is a lot of dual mindsets around it. In our world, we are bringing AI in the entire value system, not only into the Pricefx that we are exploring now, we are also exploring with the rest of the other streams, including SAP and the ServiceNow and the entire our processes.
An important factor there is that AI is transparent. It's not a mathematical black box, and no one will believe the outcome and embed it in their pricing, because in the end it's about humans taking decisions, humans talking to each other about prices in the industry. This is something where there's always been a myth that AI could take some jobs, and transparency is king here.
So AI is big, it's coming our way, we cannot dodge it, we are going to live with it. Rather, for us, every individual in our company will go through the adequate knowledge about AI so that they are ready and they become super smart along with the system.
Pricing decisions have very data-driven components and maybe even relationships and emotional components to them as well that you need to take into consideration. So having that easy button, change the price and put it out into the marketplace is something that you probably want to have the right kinds of guardrails in place and maybe a bit of human intervention.
Some people think that AI will solve all of these problems and might replace jobs, but in the end, it's about collaboration between AI and humans. Humans take decisions. You can think about AI automating some of your decisions and working on some things directly, like cost pass-through in some for some minor cost increases. But if it comes to bigger decisions, it's about the collaboration between humans.
So AI, in terms of not only revenue, but also in every single thing that we can do today, we can think about multiple things that AI can do for us. And I use AI probably every day. We have multiple tools on AI. Obviously, most of them are repetitions, or 95 of them are noise. But if you use AI in your advantage, you can automate a lot of your processes, so you can ditch a lot of spreadsheets, a lot of manual work. And if you can free up that time, you can still be curious and still study new things. So for now, I'm using AI to support me on those tasks that I don't want to do any longer. But I'm also out there looking for how AI can help me challenge the data that I have today.
I'm most intrigued about the potential for AI to help us with the tactics and the execution, because the sense-making, the storytelling, that's the hard work to be done that will continue forever, right? Negotiating with customers, explaining our logic, explaining why we're the right partner for them, and getting the price we deserve based on the value we bring, that's something distinctly humans are meant to do. So using computers to compute, right, and using Pricefx to help us execute is the right way to go, and working on the strategy and some of that sense making with our human brains is where I'd like us to spend our time.
I really think AI will revolutionize pricing in the next couple, 2, 3, 4 years. Who knows? But the gaps that are in between are getting shorter and shorter. So I do see a lot of potential into the automation, into the reading of the data, into knowing what is not there by using AI algorithms to help pricing teams and commercial teams to make the best decisions.
So what sets Pricefx apart from the competition when it comes to Pricefx agents or our approach to Agentic and to AI? There's really a lot of things I could point to, but the number one thing that I want to focus on is fundamentally Pricefx is front-loading the value. And what do I mean by that? When I say front-load value, that means you can get agents deployed within a couple of days to a couple of weeks. You don't necessarily have to do sort of an old traditional 18-month go live in terms of pricing software. Of course, at Pricefx, we take speed and flexibility seriously, so we expect to see value before that. But by front-loading the value, you're able to identify opportunities for improvement, to be able to draw those out, and to be able to execute those, again, within days to weeks.
I will say, Milliken is at the very, very beginning of trying to think about how artificial intelligence can help us deliver across all functions, really. And in pricing, right, I've started to dabble in especially the storytelling and helping our businesses understand why focus on pricing and how to prioritize by using some of our generative AI tools, right, that are out there. But we're really excited about what the next frontier could look like for pricing, especially because Milliken has chosen so far not to resource pricing very heavily. So trying to lean on AI to create some capacity where we don't necessarily have the human resource now. So to try and level up our strategies, get our people thinking a little bit deeper. And that's also why we're really excited about agents, right? How can they, again, free up capacity, do some of the work that otherwise maybe a pricing analyst would do, and get our people spending time thinking about hard things, right? And hard questions to be answered so that we can continue doing pricing well and even better, but maybe not do so much of the minutia as what we're used to.
As you're using AI and other similar technologies in that space, it's around experimentation, learning, and then being able to incorporate those learnings really quickly and effectively into the marketplace. It's about growth.